Welcome in, everybody. And today we have exciting news released from Red Barrels that season 3 is coming very soon. And it's going to be dropping here Tuesday, April 22nd at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, for anybody who's been paying attention to the lore, there's been a lot of stuff happening from the end of season 1 all the way through, obviously, season 2 because of Project Breach, going into this third season, where it started out with Amelia was kind of hinted. There was a hint of a reagent that escaped the trials in the evidence later into season 1. Season 2, it becomes abundantly clear there's been a breach, but she hasn't found a way out yet. But she's looking and figuring it out. And then, of course, there was a little bit of a hiatus there during the holidays when they went through and kind of did a bunch of the retro stuff. And then Amelia had a plan. She had a plan, but she needed our help, so we proceeded to go and help her out, and then she hacked the terminal. In the past 2 weeks, you've been able to escape. But now, it sounds like Murkoff has found her. Now, we're going to look at the trailer here today and find out what happens and what's coming up and coming down the pipeline. There's a lot of cool information I've seen in the press release, but we'll talk about that after the video because I wanted to take a look at that and kind of talk about what we see in the video. So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and put on the video of season 3. Project Relapse is the name of this next season. So, and the event. So here we might help if I clicked on the right stuff. Go.
I give you everything.
So there's the underground they go through.
I take care of you. I nurture you. And you try to leave me? Nobody's leaving.
Easterman's angry.
No more release.
Oh shit.
No more rebirth. I'm trying to believe it's not your fault. Sometimes impressionable people make unfortunate friends. But she won't be a problem any longer. You want freedom? This is what freedom looks like. You want peace?
Oh.
This is peace.
Oh, she's so
want control? I'll even give you control, but I'm gonna need you to admit that you don't want to leave me. You've become addicted to the therapy. It's specific pleasures. It's comforting instruction.
Well, we made Easterman desperate, apparently.
Addicts don't want to let go. They don't want release. What addicts want, what you want, is relapse.
Okay. A lot to unpack in that short video there. So as we saw in the opening there, they came down the hallway. That was the underground area where we got through when we were doing the escape option that Amelia got set up for us. They found Amelia, and it looks like, I thought they would have killed her. No, she looks like she's very much alive because it looks like there was oxygen tanks hooked up to her, and they've hung her over top of the door. So for the release to become a reborn, and they've cut off all rebirth. So that looks interesting. And Henrietta there at the end, I only know the name based off of the press release. We'll get a little bit more into that as well. Has been, I guess, she's the example of true freedom, according to Easterman. So in the press release, and he said you can have more control. They did state that in this new update, there are going to be new things being added, including a new Prime asset and the ability to create your own trials. There's not a whole lot of details about how that's going to work, so I'm really interested to see how that is because I'm a huge Meet Your Maker fan. I used to play that a lot, and I love the idea of creating your own bases. So creating your own trial sounds like a really fun opportunity and an even better way to bring things into the game to create some level of like community engagement and being, hey, I created this trial, you should check it out, kind of thing. So I don't know how that's going to work, but once we get to see that, we'll definitely bring more information about that. And then there's also the fact that with there being no more rebirth, they are capping you out at 99, level 99, with a prestige option, basically, from what I was reading. Again, this is information they've given out right now, so we don't know the full details, excuse me, of how that works. But apparently, when you do whatever the prestige process is, you have to permanently unlock something each time. So they've added a big chunk of replayability with that option as well. So this is going to be really exciting. I'm really interested to look into this, because as you go through the story here of the release process and the whole breach process, there's been a lot of like lore being added into it. Easterman was basically locked up. If you look at the evidence, they were trying to keep the CIA from visiting during this because of the breach and the basically riot that had occurred. And now they're going to be bringing in a new prime asset that is controlled by Murkoff, who will zero in and just relentlessly hunt you down. So, as I expected, they were going to bring somebody in that was going to be brutal on the heels of this event, of being able to escape. I anticipated that, because obviously a company like Murkoff would want a heavy-handed response to something like this. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays. There's a new level coming out as well, with new MK trials, as well as MK challenges, as well as the actual trials. So it's gonna be really cool to check all that out and see how this unfolds in the aftermath of the events that unfolded inside of the escape. So let me know what you think of the trailer. Let me know what you think of what's coming up, and what do you think is going to happen with Rebirth? What do you think they're going to do? They said they're going to be rebranding and redoing it. Part of it was using this lore to be able to shut it off, to be able to do the rebrand. So what do we think is going to happen? And are you looking forward to being able to create your own trials? So be sure to come in and check out on Tuesday, on April 22nd. I will be streaming this on 8:30 p.m. EST over on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, all the major platforms, West Noise and Soup. And, well, not all the major. I don't do Kick. But anyways, be streaming the new stuff on Tuesday, so be sure to drop in and hang out. Drop a subscription here. Follow me over on Twitch, and we'll see how this all unfolds and see how bad the impact is of Amelia creating the escape plan and getting caught. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share the video. If you also want to check out my live content, go to twitch.tv/RagefulRiotOG. And we'll see you all next time.